So England 18, Samoa 17, England get it done just. And I say just because Samoa, they'll be gutted. They know they could well have won this game. They outplayed England for a lot of this game. England just about got it together at the end, enough to squeak over. So they have won every game. They are pool winners. They're going through. It looks like a quarterfinal against Fiji, but they're going to have to be a lot better. And I think we should all say a collective "we told you so" to Steve Borthwick, because we could see this coming. In my selection show, my preview show, you guys were all saying it, I was saying it, and hopefully the penny drops on what actually a modern dynamic rugby team looks like and how they should play. But anyway, let's get into it, because plenty to talk about. And first of all, it was a pretty clunky start from England. You were seeing Samoa run round some of our players, Toje Chesham just being stood up very easily, and that was a theme in this first half. England just being run around, made to look very slow, lack of agility across England's defence. Chesham started with a mistake here as he's easily stripped, and goodness me, Ollie Chesham, he is a talented player, but he made so many errors in this game. It was painful. If he retains his place, he's a very lucky boy indeed. But anyway, we saw that the 10-12 Ford Farrell, yes, handling was their thing, but they made so many mistakes in this first half. 3, I think, off the bat, badly executed handling errors. So their 1+ of the Ford Farrell wasn't working early on. Samoa get their maul defence all wrong though. They give England an early chance. What they're trying to do is not create a maul and then send a tackler in, but they get it wrong. But England muck up a really good chance from 5 metres from another maul. But then England do start to click into gear. Yeah, it's a clunky start, but Marchant, he actually gets to be the playmaker this time and does a better job than Ford and Farrell did, and exploits a shooting up Samoa defender, and then just simple hands, puts Chesham in out wide, so he makes up for some of those early errors to get the try 5-0, so you think things are looking up. But straight after this try, Chesham is back to form, giving away cheap points from a ruck, from an easy exit, but that penalty is missed, so that's a let-off for England, and England did have some let-offs here. A horror miss from Sopawanga from right in front. And then we do actually see Farrell far in midfield with his playmaking. A really nice delayed pass, to be fair to him. Puts Tuolangi clean through. Should be a try really, but he can't link up with his support. So that's another chance missing. England scrum was looking okay. Their line-out started okay, but then went downhill, especially the pressure with the likes of Theo McFarland, who was phenomenal. We'll come back to him. But England, yeah, they are hitting their stride a bit early on here, 15 minutes in, but they have to settle for a penalty there instead of a try. 8-0, and Farrell actually becomes England's all-time top point scorer, overtaking Johnny Wilkinson. So well done there, a big milestone. And England, they're kicking quite well. Samoa aren't kicking so well early on. They're giving Stewart a lot of nice takes, so he's hoovering up everything there. And then, on 21 minutes, Samoa finally click into gear, and they exploit England's weakness that we know is there. We saw early on, it is their slow defence, their slow scramble, and they just get it all wrong as Samoa just run around them, keeping the ball alive, popping it off. England can't get to the tackles. The winger R. Wong scores out wide, and that is 8-7. So really good try from Samoa. And as I said before, the standout man for Samoa is Theo McFarland, a special athlete, restarts in the line-out, especially defensive line-out, brilliant, beating players out wide. Really showed up Courtney Lawes in this match, definitely. And so many England missed tackles. They're just getting run around at this point, and England need to slow down the Samoan ruck, but they can't. They can't stop the offloads, and England look like they're being run off the park at the moment. And then we get another try, and it's picture perfect as Sopawanga spots a kick on out wide. Stewart turns, he tries to get there, but we know he's quite slow on the turn, and Arwon gets another try, dots it down just. So 8-14, they take the lead. Very deserved for Samoa. They've really got England on the ropes here. Yeah, line out really struggling. All the momentum with Samoa. Energy has gone up from Samoa. They know they're playing well. And with 10 minutes to go of the half, the last thing England need is more mistakes. But Alex Mitchell puts up one of the worst box kicks you're going to see, under no pressure at all. And the fullback from Samoa gobbles it up. A bouncing ball strolls in. It looks like a try, but a massive let-off as the TMO comes in after the conversion is taken, actually, to say it was a knock-on. So England very, very lucky. McFarland again, right to the fore, actually nearly puts our Wong in again after that. So England right on the ropes. They can't get any dominant tackles in as well, so they can't stop the momentum. It really is going from bad to worse. I think the positive is they go in at half time 8-14, and 2 jackals late in that half actually help England at Toje Curry. Now England obviously have had a talking to in half time, and they come out with much more pace on the ball. Another good jackal from Tom Curry, but it's actually case in point as to how slow this England team is. They try and run the ball from left to right, but there's no pace in the team. It comes out to Farrell at 12, who's got no running threat, so he's just looking to pass. There's nothing on. He tries to force it to Tuolangi, and Samoa nearly go the length. I mean, Borthwick really needs to wake up at this point. I make a note. If they're going to play modern dynamic rugby, they need modern dynamic athletes. I mean, Vunipola comes on at this point as a blood replacement, almost reduced to tears by how slow England had become. Clearly, you can see I was getting a little bit irate at this point. And I like how Samoa are mixing up their attack as well, this time going for simple power lines. They're getting over the gain line. They can't score, but they do get another penalty. So 8-17, it's looking really good for Samoa. And then Borthwick finally makes the changes, and it does make an awful lot of difference. Smith into 15, fast, creative, and makes a big change there. Kerr into 9, much more confident, makes a big difference there. And also actually putting a proper midfield in there. Lawrence to 12, March into 13 where he should have been all along. And yeah, the team is transformed. Again, surprise, surprise, but there we go. Now England are trying to get back into this game. It is a bit of a grind to start with. Slow ball, mauls, Chesham can't squeeze over. Mitchell and May muck up another break and get turned over. So a couple of goal-plated opportunities gone already. And also a note on Billy Vunipola. I'm sorry, he's just so whingy and petulant. He came on, he started arguing, the ref nearly penalised him for that, and then when he got taken off, because he was a blood replacement, he was whinging on the bench. He wasn't happy. When England scored at the end, he barely mustered a clap. I just can't stand it, to be honest, so let me know if you think I'm wrong there, but so much petulance from Billy Vunipola all through his career, I just can't take it, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting fired up at this point. 56 minutes. England, they've got that creative midfield. It's starting to make a difference. Marcus Smith threatening the line. He puts a Toje through and he nearly gets the offload, but it's forward to Marchant. But England do get the penalty, 11-17, so they're creeping back into it. Now England have got their proper centre pairing on in a proper 12 in Lawrence and Marchant at 13. They've gone for one fly half, but they've gone with the captain Farrell. I mean, Borthwick backing his captain, but Ford has been the best fly half, and Farrell makes a criminal error when they get a penalty bang in front. It's a simple shot at goal, and he takes too long, and the clock runs out. First time we've seen it, but yeah, you've just got to hurry up, so that was a terrible error. But the good thing for England is Samoa are leaking penalties at this point, and it's not bad penalties, they're just building up, and they cop a team yellow. So massive opportunity for England. So England now just need to see out the game. Samoa have kind of blown themselves out. They're playing slow. They're hoping for a penalty or a drop goal, but it's not coming. And finally, some dominant tackles from England. George Martin, who's come on, who's looked very energetic. For Courtney Laws, who was a little bit under paced, I'd say. Lawrence has come on, put in some big shots as well. They're knocking Samoa back finally. And it looks like England have got this wrapped up, but May has a counter-attack, but goodness me, he's just lost all his pace and confidence. It's painful to watch. Stewart's been moved to the wing, and England are deep in Samoa's half. They just need to keep hold of the ball, and the most ridiculous chip away you can see, and Samoa nearly go the length, but luckily Lawrence and Kerr to the rescue again. Thank God for them coming on. 18-17, England just hang on. They make the quarterfinals. I'm going to come back with a selection video, which I think now is so obvious for Steve Borthwick. Let's hope he sees it. Pop all the comments on this game below on how England played in that game and how Samoa nearly got it there but didn't quite make it. All those comments below, as I said, and I'll catch you next time.